When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle.
Kung ano yung pinapakita namin ngayon, yun pa rin naman, dodoblein lang namin yung effort namin sa depensa. Masusunod lang kami sa game plan kung ano may sasabihin ni Coach. Okay naman, nakakapagod din pero konting tiis na rin din. Matatapos na rin to at sana makuha namin para din naman sa pamilya namin. Una-una siyempre si Clarito, kailangan ko rin tapatan yung energy nun, sobrang sipag nun. Siguro magiging maayos naman. Gagawin ko lang din talaga kung anong trabaho ko. Offensively at defensively.
Kailangan maging detail by detail, especially on defense kasi alam mo naman San Juan, galing ako San Juan. So napaka detail na sa team defense. Kaya familiar naman sila sa akin. Okay naman, nakakapagod pero galing ako sa ganitong sitwasyon yung nag-back to back game. So inahanda ko lang yung mindset ko na kailangan hindi mo isipin na pagod ka kasi talagang yung games dikit-dikit, especially on Friday, talagang knockout game. Ako, magiging role ko is ganun pa rin, two-way player. Then kailangan kong i-advise din yung mga nakabata sa akin. Then kahit paano marami tayong experience sa ganitong laban. Galing ako sa team noon, so especially Larito, Wamar, yan, lalo na yung mga bata ngayon, siyempre kailangan mong sabayan yung energy. So pag kalaban mo mga bata, kailangan talagang mental toughness ka. So yun nga, lamang sila sa takbuhan, pero may experience sa makalikad pa. Sana we pray na madala namin yun sa Friday.
Back with us here at the Subic Bay Gym in Olongapo, Zambales. Moments away from tip-off. Ito po si Noel Zarate, kasama pa rin si Javi Palanya. We already know the identity of one finalist. Sino ang sasama sa AICC Manila and the best of 3 finals? Will it be Davao or will it be San Juan? Yan po ang ating brackets natin dito ngayon. Davao Occidental Tigers, Coco Life versus the San Juan Knights. Go for gold. One game to determine that the finalist nitong sa ating susunod na phase of our playoffs. And before we talk about the game we have here at hand, Ken Pangilinan was able to talk to both coaches, Davao coach Matt Macalintal and San Juan coach Randy Alcantara.
I'm here with the two coaches that will tangled up in this next knockout semifinals. Unahin ko na si Coach Matt Macalintal of Davao. So Coach Matt, the big story, Eman Calo not available. So what are you gonna miss with Eman Calo out of this game?
Well, of course, his speed and his aggressiveness. He loves to play against big games, especially against San Juan. But well, we have to move on. Everybody's willing to step up. So hopefully we can do a good job tonight.
You just came off a grueling quarterfinals matchup na very physical, very intense against Perlitong EOG Sports. Coming into this game, paano yun nakatulong sa inyo?
Well, at least we got to prepare for they were a pressing team. Just like San Juan, they have a good pressing defense. So at least we got to run through it and get used to it already, and hopefully we can deliver today.
Thank you, Coach Matt. On the other hand, San Juan coach Randy Alcantara. So Coach Randy, Jonard Clarito wala nung last game. He's finally back. But June Manzo, probably out of the season. So paano niyo po hina-handle yung adversities coming into this match?
Of course, yun nga, yung mga ibang players namin talagang kailangan mag-step up. Nakita naman natin nung last game against Medical Depot, even wala si Jonard, pero yun nga, yung bench nag-step up. Like si Rhenz, so yung iba pang mga players na namin na talagang gusto rin maglaro at gusto makapag-contribute nung game na yun. Hopefully, same intensity, same energy yung pinakita namin last time. Isa team effort dapat hindi pwede itong si Jonard lang o si Alvin. So dapat ina-expect ko na kailangan from hanggang third unit sana makapag-contribute.
And Coach Randy, naglaro ka for San Juan yourself and nakalaban mo ito si Coach Matt. Diba? So ano yung pakiramdam na as a coach magkakalaban naman kayong dalawa?
Dati pa naman si Coach Matt talagang competitive na competitor na talagang so di rin talaga basta-basta nagpapatalo. Alam ko yung ni Coach Matt. Of course, syempre, yun nga, pares na kami hindi naglalaro, inaano na lang namin na magturo at mag-guide sa mga players. Sana nga hopefully maging kami dun sa gabing ito. Sana kaming palarin.
Thank you, Coach Randy. Should be a fun chess match. Back to you, Noel.
You know how fun that chess match was, Ken Pangilinan? The last time these two teams met, it's the longest game of the tournament. Double overtime, 120-115. Nagwagi ang Davao kontra sa San Juan.
That's right. You see your numbers here on the screen. Pretty close in all departments actually, but really it all went down into the little things. Davao had 3 more rebounds than San Juan in that game. They had 3 more assists than San Juan in that game. Although San Juan shot more attempts from the free throw line, Davao did better from that area. And when it comes to close games like this, it's really the little things that matter. Who will be able to do those little things during the end game?
Yeah, that's 48 and 53 attempts. I have never seen 48 and 53 attempts in a game. So yan po yung naging resulta nila rito. Of course, yung Davao was paced by Robby Celiz in that game. Robby Celiz actually missed his first 5 free throws, then proceeded to knock down 14 straight free throws from the fourth quarter to the second overtime.
That's right. Crazy numbers by Robby Celiz that game, and what a performance that he had. He really put Davao Occidental on his back during that game. Of course, John Wilson had a great game in that match. 23 points, 1 rebound, 7 assists, and a steal. But he fouled out during regulation, and really it was Robby Celiz who carried them in that game. But also, we have to also give notification to Alvin Alday, who hit big baskets in the first and second overtimes to be able to secure that victory for the Tigers in that game.
Larry Rodriguez, of course, was one of the veterans who came up. But Orlan Wamar came away with 31 points on 14 of 18 free throws. I'm pretty sure he's never shot 18 free throws in a game before.
That's right, Orlan Wamar. Wow, what a game for him. And to think that he was struggling from the field during the beginning of the game. I was saying that during the coverage. You would never anticipate that he would fire 31 points by the end of the ball game. He was, I think, 0 out of 5 to begin that game.
That's right. Well, of course, Ken Pangilinan is a very busy man, and he was able to catch up with Robby Celiz of Davao, and Jonard Clarito was coming back from suspension, representing the San Juan Knights Go for Gold.
Kanina kasama ko yung mga coaches, ngayon naman yung players. So, unahin ko na si Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life player, Robby Celiz. So, Robby, round 2, Davao versus San Juan. So, ikaw ba, na-excite ka pa rin na talagang maglalaban ulit kayong dalawa?
Siyempre, sobrang excited. At the same time, siyempre may kumbaga rivalry to eh. So, yun. So, sana makuha namin itong panalo.
And yung teammate mo, Eman Calo, out of this game. Ano yung napag-usapan niyo sa dugout with your teammates para mapunan yung kakulangan na mawawala sa kanya?
Siyempre, si Eman Calo, isa sa mga key players namin eh. So, sabi ko lang sa mga teammates ko and sabi rin ng mga coaches, marami naman kami. So, kailangan may mag-step up, kailangan may mag-fill sa spot niya. So, I think wala naman kaming problema doon.
Thank you, Robby. Samantala, Jonard Clarito, welcome back. So, obviously nanalo kayo sa quarterfinals. Pero ano yung pakiramdam na hindi mo kasama yung teammates mo sa court?
Siyempre, unang-una, masakit sa loob kasi gusto mong maglaro pero ayun nga nangyari, hindi natin inaasahan. Kaya buti nanalo. At least ngayon makalaro ako, makabalik ako, makasama ko yung teammate ko sa larong ito.
At ngayon nakabalik ka na, meron bang extra motivation lalo kalaban nyo yung Davao na kamakailan lang nag-double overtime kayo?
Ano lang sa amin, excited kasi pangalawang kalaban namin sila. I-improve namin yung defense namin tsaka yung mga shooter nila, ma-depensahan namin. Sana makuha namin yung panalo ngayon.
So thank you, Jonard. So we are in for a classic for sure. So back to you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Ken Pangilinan. At alam naman natin sa quarterfinals, itong kupunan ng Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life defeated Burlington EOG Sports and by a score of 88-81. But again, it was actually practically a wire-to-wire victory na nakuha rito nitong Davao.
That's right. Davao was just, despite shooting just 1 out of 9 from three-point country, EOG had 14 three-pointers in that game, but really it was just a better performance overall from the field by the Davao Occidental Tigers. 46.4 overall as a team. And the rebound story, 55 rebounds for Davao, which really gave them the boost for them to achieve this victory. And also the free throws was very crucial in that game. 36 attempted free throws, but made 23 for Davao. 22 made attempted free throws for Burlington EOG, but just 13, which really was a big help for them, especially this was just a 7-point victory for Davao.
At na-offset yung 3-point shooting ng Burlington EOG ng points in the paint, of course, led by Robby Celiz. At ito si John Wilson, who really didn't, he was the only one who made a 3-pointer in that game.
That's right, and Davao really not a good 3-point shooting team. They are top 5, actually top 1 and top 2 in a lot of offensive categories, except for 3-point shooting. They're number 8 in 3-point shooting this whole tournament, and they rely a lot on their strength and mobility inside the paint, and they're able to convert a lot of those shots during the games.
Well, let's take a look at the San Juan Knights victory over Medical Depot naman. Ito naging medyo mas malayong scoreline dito, 88-73. And Medical Depot, they tried, they got it down to 7 points, but it was just too much San Juan in this game.
That's right, and we were saying during that coverage that the tight rotation that Coach Aldrin Morante run would be a factor in that game, especially they were coming off back-to-back games. Itong Medical Depot and San Juan galing pahinga. San Juan, being the more complete team, was able to eke out a lot of energy in that game. Look at that, 50% from the field, 10 out of 19 from three-point country. Not really a good three-point shooting team itong San Juan, but they were able to hit their stride from the outside. And the free throws, once again, big games like this, really, it's important to make your shots from the line because these are opportunities to get points on the board when the clock is stopped.
And of course, that was an Alvin Abundo show there. He had the 28 points in that game, 19 in the first half, along with 10 assists. And of course, nagpakilala na rito si Rhenz Abando kung anong mabibitbit niya para dito sa Knights.
That's right, the best game of the tournament so far, and what a time to come para dito kay Rhenz Abando. 18 points, 5 out of 6 from the field and 2 rebounds. Very, very crucial, especially that Jonard Clarito was not there in that ball game. Jonard Clarito, one of the top performers para dito kay Coach Randy Alcantara, but Rhenz Abando made sure that he would fill those shoes.
I was talking to Randy Alcantara, or actually the coaching staff before the game, sila Yong Garcia at saka itong si Nani Pondolan, that they expected this time that Rhenz Abando would be 100%, and he is. So we are about to meet the starters para sa magkabilang kupunan. For that, we send it now to Ken Pangilinan.
Magandang gabi mga ka-Filbasket! This is do or die semifinals! Welcome to the 2021 Filbasket Subic Championship, presented by Coco Life. Tonight, it's round 2 of one of the most heated rivalries in Philippine basketball. It's the Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life versus the San Juan Knights Go for Gold. First, the starting lineup for your Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life. At forward 6'4" from National University, number 8, Robby Celiz. Also at forward 6 feet from Northern Iloilo Polytechnic State College, number 25, Ray Robles. At center 6'4" from the Lyceum of the Philippines University, number 15, Alan Santos. At guard 6 feet from the University of the East, number 0, Paolo Hernandez. And at the outer guard 6'2" from Jose Rizal University, number 4, John Wilson. Their coach is Matt Malintal. And now here's the starting 5 for your San Juan Knights Go for Gold. At forward 6'2" from Colegio de San Juan de Letran, number 11, Rhenz Abando. Also at forward 6'4" from Mapua University, number 13, Butch Gamboa. At center 6'4" from Colegio de San Juan de Letran, number 4, Ato Ular. At guard 6 feet from Mapua University, number 10, Adrian Clarence. And at the other guard, 5'8" from Centro Escolar University, number 29, Alvin Abundo. Their coach is Randy Alcantara. Our game officials, crew chief Joel Tolentino, referee 1, Jojo.
Here are starters now for this knockout match in the semifinals, brought to us by TM Easy Surf 99.
Davao Occidental Tigers going with the same starting lineup that they did in the quarterfinals. Paolo Hernandez starting his second straight ball game for Coach Matt Macalintal due to the groin injury that Joseph Terzo is experiencing. Para naman sa Hispanic ng San Juan Knights, also the same starting unit that they had in the quarterfinals against Medical Depot.
So back-to-back starts para kay Rhenz Abando and Alvin Abundo. The adventure continues for the broadcasters here in the Filbasket Subic Championship. And we are underway dito sa ating laban. Jump ball. Who will be meeting AICC Manila in the finals? We are about to find out. Nakapula po ang San Juan, nakaputi naman ang Davao. And the first possession goes to Davao. First quarter brought to us by TikTok. Ray Robles immediately shadowed here by Rhenz Abando. He will learn a lot. Itong si Rhenz Abando trying to guard ito si Robles. And a steal by Ato Ular.
Not a good start there for the Davao Occidental Tigers. Turnover agad para dito kay Alan Santos. Both teams like to play very, very hard defense.
I like this veteran matchup here in the guard position. Abundo versus Hubalde. Shot clock now at 6. Here's Adrian Nocum on the crossover, on the spin. Gets it out now to Arvin Gamboa. Extra pass para dito kay Ato Ular, and he knocks down the first basket of the game.
Remember, this guy shot a three-pointer from the right corner with a hand in his face. And everybody from the San Juan bench was just, wow, why did you do that?
Tumayo si Senator Jingo Estrada bigla makatapos nun. Let's see if John Wilson can answer. Three-pointer. That is a miss. Santos for the rebound para sa Davao. Once again, you did mention this, Javi. One of the most heated rivalries that we've seen. Actually, Ken Pangilinan said that one of the most heated rivalries in all of Philippine basketball. This dates back. So this should be Game 8 or Game 9 of the finals ng MPBL.
And the last time they faced each other before that double overtime game was also here in the same venue.
Right. So again, the rivalry continues. Tandaan natin, of course, that San Juan is on a rebuild, but the same thing can be said about Davao. They're also on a rebuild.
That's right, totally different team, but a lot of veterans here for Davao Occidental.
Nocum beats the shot clock. No, according to Mang Toto, he did not. They can review this when they want. Pero again, my experience with Mang Toto, 99% of the time, he is right when the paddle goes up. And was he right here? Oh, yes, he was.
Definitely, no doubt about that. Talking about the rebuild of this both teams, contrasting talaga kasi puro young guns naman itong San Juan Knights, just a few veterans to display. Samantalang itong Davao Occidental Tigers, ang pinakabata nila dito si Chris Lalata.
Here's Robles now facing up. And the rebound picked up once again by the Knights. Gamboa now, they want to get etong si Rhenz Abando going early, but Rhenz Abando turns it over. However, that one goes out of bounds. Luckily for the Knights, they still have the ball.
Medyo malamya pa to gumalaw si Rhenz. He's not really still back to the way that he was playing back when he was with USC, but slowly, especially in that last game, slowly he's getting it back.
Well, it could have fooled us. He scored 18 points, hardly breaking a sweat in their last outing. Coming off the screen, Abando for three. That's an air ball. So still 2-0 in favor of the San Juan Knights. Go for gold. Again, another side story here. John Wilson playing against his former team for the second time. And Wilson was a major catalyst before fouling out in the elimination round game.
That's right. He pretty much carried the offensive attack for the Davao Occidental Tigers in that game before fouling out. And I was talking to him earlier this morning. Sabi ko, Kuya, mukhang gera na naman mamaya. Sabi niya, World War III.
Yeah, World War III. Let's see it. Three-pointer knockdown there by Adrian Clarence. Good start here for the Knights, up 5-0. Ubalde puts it on the floor. Still can't get it to go. Santos. And that's almost taken away by Alvin Abundo. So again, AICC Manila waiting in the wings. Let's take a look at that last play once again. Great step back, barely staying in bounds. Etong si Adrian Clarence.
This guy's has been a revelation in this tournament.
Alan Santos called for one of those machete picks that he always sets.
That's already 2 turnovers in this game for Alan Santos. One on the first possession, giving up an errant pass, and this one giving up on offensive fouls. See that right here.
That is a machete pick, if you ever saw one. See, everybody's not gonna have no chance. If they made it medyo mas maluwag ang tawagan, that would have been an open 3.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Already.
But we are following the letter of the rule here, as Commissioner Jai Reyes has pointed out time in and time again.
Arvin Gamboa can't add to the lead. Robles pushing it up now, the former Rain or Shine player. Billy Ray, iwan para dito kay Robby Celiz, who missed a triple-double in that double overtime victory by just 1 assist. Celiz throws it away this time. Nocum off to the races, and he is bothered by Ubalde. Santos comes away with it. At sabi ni John Wilson, relax boys, maaga pa.
That's good transition defense for the Tigers, not giving up on the play.
Salamat sa mga kaibigan at sa Coco Life, our official partner here, the Filbasket Subic Championship. And away from play. This is one thing also that the kids of San Juan have to be aware of also, yung energy nila coming into this game. Kasi yung mga veterano nitong Davao, they're going to find a way to get their way.
Oh yeah, definitely. They've seen a lot in their careers, and going up against kids like this, parang it's just another day in the office for these veterans.
Correct me if I'm wrong, it looks like Davao has missed their first 5 attempts in this game.
That's right.
Here's Abundo asking for the Ato Ular pick. Ular, top of the key. He likes this shot. In fact, he scored there earlier. Robles on the push now. Papunta kay Robby Celiz. And Robby's going to hang in the air and score the first basket of the game for the Tigers.
Now it's important for Davao to be able to secure the defensive rebound so they're able to run in transition. Despite being one of the oldest teams in the tournament, Davao is the top fast-breaking team in the whole league.
They are the oldest team in the tournament.
Pinaganda ko lang eh.
Nocum inside, bothered by Santos. Here comes Robles into the front court. Wilson, transition 3. Is in and out. Konti na lang para kay John Wilson as he calibrates against his former team. Abundo on the spin, creates space. Alvin Abundo off the glass. And John Wilson with yet another rebound, and he's reintroducing himself to, hindi sila nakabot ni Ato Ular eh. Yung mga nabutan niya dyan, sila Bunyag, sila Clarito, Larry Rodriguez when he sees action later on. And of course, Orlan Wamar was not yet seen action here today. Billy Ray Robles underneath.
Mismatch taken advantage there by Billy Ray Robles whenever he's at the post. That's a high percentage shot for the Tigers.
You like these burly guards talaga. They can give you a lot of mileage, especially in a knockout game like this. And Ubalde, a little too overzealous, trying to steal here from Alvin Abundo. Eto na yung mga subs coming in. Speaking of Paolo, here's Paolo Hernandez now coming in for San Juan along with the veteran Larry Rodriguez. And 3 players coming in. Gab Dagangon, Alwin Alday, and Gaco Natics rejoice. He's here, Jerwin Gaco. And this is going to be a fun matchup between Rodriguez and Gaco, although Jerwin's giving up a few inches.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And Jonard Clarito sees some playing time for the first time in these playoffs.
A lot of pushing and shoving on that inbounds play.
Clarito, of course, was suspended in the quarterfinals after a disqualifying foul. And coming into this game, as we keep on mentioning, Eman Calo naman ang wala para dito sa Davao Occidental Tigers, Coco Life.
That's right. But the good thing about a deep team like the Davao Occidental Tigers, a lot of players can step up in his absence, give the same kind of intensity that he can give on both ends of the floor.
Excellent body control there by Robby Celiz as he gets his second field goal of the game. And this is 6 unanswered points already para sa Davao Occidental Tigers, Coco Life.
Now they know that Robby Celiz will be a key figure here for the Tigers, and they're going to him early to get his rhythm offensively.
Rodriguez. Dati pa nagigirian yung dalawang yan. Perhaps about 10 years already. Nagbabantayan yan. Let's take a look at our grab delivery assist of the game brought to us by Grab. And Robby Celiz knows how to finish in traffic. Now we have Keith Agovida seeing his first action of the game. He actually had a pretty good game in their last outing, which was the quarterfinal win over Burlington EOG when he went for 11 points and 9 rebounds.
That's right. Keith Agovida really, pag pinasok siya ni Coach Matt Pacalental, more than usually he delivers naman for them.
That's not a good sign for Davao if Orlan Wamar just checks in and makes his first shot.
First catch, first shot, made agad para dito kay Orlan Wamar.
Scored 31 in the double overtime loss when they met in the elimination round. Hubalde for 3. Agovida with his first rebound of the game. Jerwin Gaco could not get it to go.
Might have gotten away with a traveling call there.
Gaco's gotten away with a lot of things in his career. Here's Hernandez posting up now against Alday. This should be a fun matchup. Paolo Hernandez scoops it up. He's more known as a shooter than an inside penetrator.
But these past few games, he has done a lot of scoring on the inside.
That's a pretty form on the jump shot of Gab Dagangon.
One of the lethal scorers that the Tigers have at their disposal. Gab Dagangon connecting on a perimeter jumper right there.
Less than 3 minutes to go dito sa ating first quarter. Jonard Clarito has it and away from play. That's a major collision underneath the ring. Ubalde is down. So Alday pa matatawagan ng foul. So he actually pushed Hernandez into Ubalde. Not quite sure why that happened. As Irvin Palencia will see his first action of the game. Mr. Stay Cool himself.
That's right.
So time down to 2 minutes and 50 remaining dito sa ating first quarter. Low scoring. This is San Juan's territory in low scoring games. And another body flies as Wamar hits the deck. A miss para kay Larry Rodriguez. Alday, Dagangon again. This time for 3.
It's not really a good sign if you're San Juan. When Gab Dagangon makes his first shot and he's able to get the second shot wide open in the left corner.
Again, he's got one of the prettiest jump shots here in the league. Here's Aldwin Alday leading the fast break. Alday keeps it himself. Now the largest lead of the game for Davao is 6 points, 13-7.
So deceiving ito si Alwin Alday. You think that it's so easy to guard him, but he just makes it so hard for the defense because he hits unusual shots.
Well, you did make the story. You did tell the story that this kid was obese.
Oh yeah, he was.
As Larry Rodriguez hits the turnaround, as in obese, 200 pounds obese.
Wow.
I
was so surprised when I heard that story, and I even confirmed it sa kanya. Sabi niya, yeah, it's true.
Wow. So there's still hope for me, Javi. Huh? Dagangon again.
Well, you're not exactly the same age, so.
Touché. Here is Hernandez now. 1 minute and 38 remaining in the first. Orlan Wamar. This is a good matchup between him and Irvin Palencia. And the reach in on Irvin Palencia, and they are over the limit. So again, it was Orlan Wamar's free throws. Actually, if you look back at that double overtime loss by San Juan was leading 90% of the game in that one. They led in the fourth quarter, umabot lang ng overtime. They led in overtime, umabot the second overtime. Itong second overtime, doon na sila naubusan ng gas.
That's right. And that's why it's important for San Juan to just keep in pace dito sa Davao Occidental Tigers during this game. Dapat hindi nila hayaan na they have their way inside, especially dun sa interior, because that is the strength of Davao Occidental. They're better off having these Tigers hoist it up from the outside.
Unless your name is John Wilson, perhaps, di ba? Here's Agovida, another guy who can shoot it from beyond the arc. Nagpakita, pero tabingin naman yung kanya tira. Did not shoot a three in their last outing, though. Very efficient scoring. Here's Orlan Wamar, and he knocks down a three. I don't know if this kid has missed here today.
He has it, actually. That's a second straight field goal for Orlan Wamar.
More bodies down. Alday tries to drop it inside to Gaco. And an offensive foul on Jerwin Gaco. Abando will return. Let's take a look at this again. Well, of course, sino bang binangga dito ni Jerwin Gaco? Yeah, he tried to erase J.M. Calma. Alan Santos is going to check back in. Jerwin Gaco has to cool his jets on the bench. Wala pa siya 3 minuto. Mainit na ulo.
Yung atmosphere natin dito talagang pang semifinals. Wala tayong audience masyado. I mean, just the people who are part of the bubble. But yung bench ng Davao Occidental, may tambol pa eh.
Right. 2 of 3 from beyond the arc para San Juan. That's to be expected. 1 of 6 from Davao. So they have been hoisting it up. They shot 1 of 9 in their last outing. And that stays with the white shirts.
Irvin Palencia a little bit too tentative on that drive in transition. He already had a clear layup on the right side but opted to change hands in midair.
So now San Juan lost the lead as Keith Agovida makes it 15-14 and a chance for a 3-point play.
Now that's just going to be so easy for Keith Agovida. He did a lot of that his whole career. High school pa lang.
Yes.
Dinodominate na ni Keith Agovida yung loob.
Ilan ginawa niya nung high school?
82 points.
82 points, right.
Before it was broken by fellow JRU Light bomber Joshua Saret with 89.
Oh, that's right. Grabe, no? Ano ba yung ginawa ni Jeron Teng? 100-something, di ba?
103 si Jeron.
103.
Sa Tionglian.
That's ridiculous. Turn around. Abando finally gets on the board.
Majority of his shots were like that during that game against Medical Depot. Very Kobe-esque.
Yes. So now the final shot could belong to Davao. Palencia, here comes the pick, and there is your machete pick number 2. He got caught again.
That's going to be the second foul on Alan Santos.
It's exactly the same pick.
Yun, linabas yung hips eh.
You cannot extend your behind. So 7.6, San Juan could have the last say. Abundo on the fall away, in and out. And that'll do it. Ano ba yun? Pasok ba yung foul? Tanong ko dyan, pasok ba yung foul? Kasi may foul na itinawag. They have to review it kung pasok yung foul o hindi. We have not had any confirmation yet that this first quarter is over. It's not really going to mean any free throws, but that's going to be a foul on the ledger of itong si Rhenz Abando if the foul was still within the first quarter clock. So we still have no announcement if the foul was in unless they wave it off. So still our score, 16-15. That's not going to change regardless of this. Because hindi pa penalty itong San Juan Knights go for gold. But if the foul was within the time of the first quarter, it will be foul number 1 on Rhenz Abando. Again, all of this pagiging meticulous natin dito. I mean, Davao's already breaking huddle. So the foul is on Rhenz Abando. So that officially ends our first quarter. So that'll do it for quarter number 1.
There, that was the push.
And they will say the time had run out here in the at the end of the first quarter. So, patuloy ba tayo? Papunta rito second quarter. Tawirin na natin to. Again, that's the score at the end of the first quarter, 16-15 in favor of the San Juan Knights. And now we move into our second quarter dito. Second quarter, of course, brought to us by Grab Food. Noel Zarate pa rin po kasama si Javi Palanya.
Well, so far this game has been in favor of the San Juan Knights. The pace that we've been having, low scoring, just 15 and 16 points for both teams to end the first period.
Orlan Wamar, what is he now? What's he at now? Like double figures already?
9 points already for Orlan Wamar in this game.
And his shooting is still flawless.
He hasn't missed in this game.
My goodness. And he has come off the bench. Gap Dagangon for 3. So after making his first 2 shots, he has missed his last 3. Oh, Wamar still in the backcourt. Here's Abando ngayon against Dagangon. And you will learn a lot from the veteran. Abando tries to drop it inside to Clarito, and he succeeds the second time around.
That's 3 seconds. That's the red call.
Yep. Wala magagawa to si Larry Rodriguez. Could not get out in time. So Bonbon Custodio is going to see his first action of the game. Tandaan natin, Joseph Terzo is in uniform right now, ha? Di ko alam kung pang-basketball na yung suit niya sapatos. Last time kasi hindi siya nakapang-basketball na sapatos.
Pang-basketball naman yan.
Okay. Jumper, that's good. Bonbon Custodio, some instant offense now for the Davao Occidental Tigers. Go live.
That's right, immediate impact for the former University of the East Red Warrior. Actually, medyo late entry na nga ito for Bonbon. He usually comes in late in the first quarter.
Rodriguez out to Abando. Oh, he extended his arm.
Excellent defense there. That lateral movement by John Wilson. Usually, pag mga veteranong ganyan, you don't anymore expect them to play as hard as defense as John Wilson has displayed on that possession.
A little nudge. That's all it took. All it took for that to be the second foul. Assistant Coach Nani Pondulan is beside himself. Siya yung taga-complain about the fouls, by the way. Silang dalawa ni Coach Yong Garcia. Special thanks, of course, to our friends from the Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority and the Central Luzon Regional Task Force. Custodio, again.
Look how nonchalant that he hoisted that shot up.
He's been doing that his entire career. I think I covered a game where he scored 30 points just doing that. Here's Rodriguez. Whoa. He got tangled up, as Ken Pangilinan said.
That was an over-aggressive defense by Keith Agovida. He tried to reach in when Larry Rodriguez had the basketball, and that's just not going to cut it. We are already in the semifinals, and we have hope that all teams have already adjusted the calls of the officials.
Well, just one team foul per team so far here in the second as we approach the 8-minute mark. Wamar. Jun Manzo is actually in attendance today, Javi, huh?
Yeah, I thought he already went home. He wasn't on the bench last game.
That's a late call, but the correct call on Chris Lalata. As Ato Ular is going to come in for Adrian Nocum. And Billy Ray Robles now checks in once again. So it would help actually the cause of Matt Macalintal if he has a minimum of 2 veterans on the floor at any given time. He's got 4 of them right now on the floor.
That's right.
Got 4 ex-pros, but no true center, huh? Rodriguez inside to Ato Ular. Fall away, too strong. Rebound picked up by Clarito. And Jonard Clarito, who has been a pest, will get to the free throw line.
San Juan, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in this league. And really, they want to highlight that, especially in that possession. Pinagsabay na ito si Larry Rodriguez at si Ato Ular.
Good recognition also by Randy Alcantara that there is no true center on the floor para dito sa Tigers. Ang acting center nila si Robby Celiz. I mean, he's the size of a center, but he actually plays the wing. And this free throw brought to us by Wilson, the official basketball of the Filbasket Subic Championship. A split by Clarito. 19 all, yeah.
Well, on that offensive possession, it worked for them that they had these bigger they had a bigger lineup. But titignan natin sa opensa how Robby Celiz will be able to capitalize on these mismatches.
Nobody near John Wilson. They almost paid for that one. Wilson ngayon, 10 on the shot clock. Alday, malayo pa. Custodio looks up and it's 5. Gets it over now to Alday. Three-pointer is not there. And Ato Ular with the emphatic rebound. Coming up on 7 minutes to play dito po sa ating second quarter. Playoff atmosphere, but at the same time, some silent intensity being shown by both teams. Nice pass inside by Rodriguez to Ato Ular.
The smarts of a veteran on display there. Little jump pass by Larry Rodriguez inside the lane.
Subs can go in if the referee holds the ball.
And Joseph Terzo has now checked into the ball game.
I spoke to Joseph Terzo before the game. Tinatanong ko, kamusta yung injury mo? Andun pa rin. Maglalaro ka today? Bahala na. Great answer, Joseph Terzo. Well, he's on the floor right now. And we thank our friends from Coco Life, our official partner here in the Filbasket Subic Championship. Again, they're missing the services of Eman Calo. And a good pick and roll here as Billy Ray Robles scores.
That's one of the things that works for Coach Matt Macalital, even though he has a quote-unquote smaller lineup than San Juan has. But his guards kasi can play both forward spots. A lot of these guards, guys like Billy Ray Robles, who we saw on that play make the layup off that roll.
And John Clarito caught going over the back. John Wilson has drawn about 4 fouls already today. Either an offensive foul or a loose ball foul like this one. Yes, also good cell job in case hindi pumito, di ba? 21 all. Custodio puts it on the floor and gets another easy layup. How easy is basketball for the 39-year-old Bonbon Custodio?
I keep forgetting he's already 39 years old. And even when I asked him during media day, sabi ko, 39 ka na talaga? Wala sa itsura eh.
Exactly.
Even ito si Paolo Hernandez.
Yeah,
he doesn't look 40.
Yeah. Ay, si Jerwin Gaco.
Si The Gout. Yan ang tawag sa kanya ni Paolo Hernandez. The Gout.
Parang parating bawal kumain ng mani. Oh, Custodio extending his range. He was 3 of 3 before that miss. Alvin Abundo. Still quiet here today. Matchup here against Joseph Terzo. Abundo. Still quiet today. And another player goes down. Celiz called for the foul. Let's take a look at our TikTok move of the game. Hatid sa atin ang TikTok. Again, how easy is it for Bonbon Custodio to just find his way
and you're going up against, you're a 39-year-old going up against a very young guy who is maybe just approaching his prime years.
Yes.
And the long guy at that in Rhenz Abando.
Well, Ular knocks down a corner jumper. Lead goes back up to San Juan. Terzo now gets it over to Celiz. Coming up on 5 minutes remaining dito sa ating second quarter. Wilson. And alam niya hindi siya pipituhan doon. Oh, nice spin by Robby Celiz.
Well, John Clarito was covering the top side, going to the middle, and Robby Celiz recognizing that right away, spinning to the baseline and finishing with a layup.
Well, 25-25. The Tigers have tied it once again. Ular. And that is tapped now to Billy Ray Robles. And John Wilson talaga, I mean, I'm watching him again now. Lahat ng pagka-veteran smarts niya lumalabas na talaga ngayon dito. But Robles missed on the layup. He could have gotten the rebound. He tapped it to a teammate so he'd get better opportunity to run. Three-pointer on its way. Hernandez, no. Ular, yes.
And John Wilson readily acknowledges that mistake. He wasn't able to box out Ato Ular there.
Yeah, Coach Matt Macalintal is all over John Wilson. on that one. Tandaan natin, part of the transition also of Davao is that Matt Macalintal is a first-time head coach who replaced Don Dulay before the start of this tournament. Abundo tries to get it over to Hernandez, but that's tapped out by Terzo.
Yep, Matt Macalintal, long-time assistant coach. This is his first head coaching stint, actually.
Yeah. We're going to have a timeout called. We have a close one here in our second semifinal in the Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Coco Life. San Juan 27, Davao 25, and this timeout is brought to us by Astig Roasters.
When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle.
Back with us here at the Subic Bay Gym. 3 minutes and 58 pong natitira dito sa ating second quarter. Again, a close matchup. Not compared to the first matchup where at this point of the second quarter, AICC Manila was already up by 20 points against the Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors. If you missed that, it was a 20-point victory para sa kupunan ng AICC Manila, 88-68. And they are on their way, or they are already in the finals. And ito si Coach Jerson Cabiltas is somewhere in this building now watching this.
Oh yeah, definitely. And this game really living up to its billing early on. We really expected a close game from both teams. Again, this is a knockout semifinal match. No room for error. And unlike that game, that first game, AICC against Pasig, where AICC was just off to a good start, and no matter how much they relaxed at some times, it was just a deep hole that Pasig dug for themselves.
Well, this lead is now 5 after that Paolo Hernandez 3. The miss by Custodio, and that is batted out of Celiz's hand by Gamboa. So 3 minutes 29 seconds ang natitira dito sa ating first half. Terzo momentarily open, gets it out to Robles. Joseph Terzo on the jumper. He doesn't look injured. That's a three-pointer from the corner.
I was gonna say he moved quite gingerly on that opening move, but when he went back to the corner after that pass by Ray Robles, fade away pa nga yung tres eh.
Di niya nilabas yung kanyang air guitar after making that three. Abundo, too busy facilitating to think about his scoring. Paolo Hernandez, 3 on the shot clock. Hernandez long two, good!
That's good defense, but just better offense para dito kay Paolo Hernandez. That's really his cup of tea. That's why he's in the game. Outside shooting is his job.
5 straight points now para kay Paolo Hernandez, and he draws Robby Celiz on defense. Terzo again. Battle for the rebound. How about Ray Robles skying high? He was just blocked from behind by itong si Arvin Gamboa.
He snatched that rebound against 3 red shirts on that possession. Ato Ular, Butch Gamboa, and Paolo Hernandez in the area right there, but Ray Robles not to be denied on that rebound play, although he was blocked.
Missed on that attempt though. Ito si Robles. Abundo, yuhulog kay Ular, nakialam si Dagangon, and Davao has possession. Custodio into the front court. Hands it over now to Gab Dagangon. Out again to Bonbon. Medium range jumper is a miss. So after making his first 3 attempts, he's missed his last 4.
Good defense on that transition play by the Knights. Forced them to take quite a forced shot there by Bonbon Custodio.
Ular getting a lot of burn here against the Davao defense. And he has been jacking up some questionable shots, to say the least.
Well, after what he did in that game against Medical Depot, I don't know.
Looks like that was going to be a block, but a foul is going to be called. If you are able to make Senator Jingo Estrada stand from his chair when you miss a shot, you're in trouble.
That's quite a feat already.
See this again. Akala ko maabutan eh. Oh. And Dagangon is upset that he couldn't make that layup. Marco Balagtas will see his first action of the game. Free throws brought to us by Wilson, the official basketball of the Filbasket Subic Championships. Championship lang pala. Isa lang palang trophy natin dito. Kamusta na kaya si Eman Cabiles? Ano?
Hindi ko rin alam eh.
The roommate of Javi Palanya has escaped somewhere.
I think he's at work right now.
Yeah, he's at work right now. He'll be back. 1:40 remaining in the first half. Rodriguez, nice cut by Nocum.
He has just mastered that timing on those baseline cuts. And what a great finisher he is. No matter how hard the angle he's at, able to make the basket.
Oh, that's a problem for eto si Joseph Terzo, and that's going to be backing violation called. Let's take a look at this again. Kung saan siya dumaan talaga. I mean, usually you don't think about people passing in that small of a space in the baseline. Abundo using the Rodriguez pick. They get it back to Larry. And it's deflected by Agovida. Abundo for three. Largest lead of the game now for San Juan. 37-29. And timeout for the Davao Occidental Tigers. Coco Life. As finally, Alvin Abundo gets a three-pointer to drop. This timeout is brought to us by Astig Roasters. Only 107 remaining dito sa ating second quarter. Suddenly, the San Juan Knights go for gold have ignited. They're up by 8, 37-29. Nagulat dito ang Davao. They had to call a timeout.
So in this game, it's really going to be the energy nitong San Juan Knights and the experience of the Davao Occidental Tigers really at play right here. But so far, itong energy ng San Juan Knights namamayagpag.
Dagangon gets it out. Hubalde. Inside play ngayon, and that is Marco Balagtas able to get it in. And a quick timeout called here by Randy Alcantara. 37-31, Knights lead. Cut down to just 6. Good execution coming off the timeout of Matt Macalintal as Marco Balagtas gets his first 2 points of the game. And we have this timeout brought to us by Astig Roasters. Back with us here at the Subic Bay Gym with 49.9 remaining here in the second quarter. So far, it's been following the script of the San Juan Knights go for gold, Javi.
Yep, that's right. The energy on defense by San Juan really at full display here. But also they have been doing a good job on offense, outsmarting these Davao Occidental Tiger veteran players on multiple plays.
Salamat sa mga kaibigan natin sa Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority and the Central Luzon Regional Task Force. Orlan Wamar is still spotless today.
That's 4 out of 4 from the field for the former CEU Scorpion. That's a carry.
And he got caught, the Aquaman, like a fish out of water that time. Let's take a look at this again. Orlan Wamar. And he stepped back for that three-pointer. It's the second three-pointer of the game.
Just a little space is all he needed. He knew that ito si Joseph Terzo may iniindang injury and he wouldn't be 100%, especially in his lateral movement. Took advantage of that in that play.
Biggest lead of the game now for the Knights, 40-31. Rodriguez against Agovida. And the elbow came out for Larry.
The aggressiveness of Keith Agovida on defense, making good there on that charge by Larry Rodriguez. Kanina pa pinupuntahan ng San Juan itong mismatch. But that time, Keith Agovida getting the better of that matchup.
Kahit sa PBA, tatawagan yan. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, Terzo! That one goes out of bounds as time expires here. In our first 20 minutes of action, the San Juan Knights go for gold, suddenly coming away with a 9-point lead, courtesy of the youngsters, Paolo Hernandez, etong si Orlan Wamar, and Adrian Nocum as well. We're gonna talk to one of the players dito koponan ng San Juan if we can, as they head into the locker room dito. So they're able to get Ato Ular, who saw a lot of minutes in that first half. Yeah, 10 points, 10 rebounds. So Ato Ular is going to be speaking with Ken Pangilinan shortly, as San Juan has a 40-31 lead at the end of the first half. Here's Ken Pangilinan.
Kasama ko ngayon, Ato Ular of the San Juan Knights go for gold. So Ato, si John Wilson on the other side, lamang kayo ngayon ng 9 points. Meron mong motivation sa inyo, lalo tinalo nila kayo nung elimination round.
Yun yung motivation namin, yun gusto namin makabawi ngayong semifinals. Tapos malakas sila, kailangan namin mas lakasan pa yung mga namin, defense at saka offense.
And ikaw, meron bang extra motivation sa iyo? Kasi ikaw, lagi ka na nagsa-start this last few games. Ano ba yung kumpiyansa binibigay sa inyo ni Coach Randy Alcantara?
Ayun, kumpiyansa talaga ako kahit magkamali ako, basta sinasabi na tuloy mo lang, bumawi ka. Yun yung nagbibigay sa akin ng motivation. Basta bawi lang, go hard sa opensa, depensa.
Thank you, Ato Ular. So, ayun, halftime break muna tayo. Third quarter in just a bit.
Anong nalaban namin yung Davao nung elimination, natalo kami. Sa ngayon, kailangan namin silang bawian. Kailangan ginawa namin lahat yung kailangan namin gawin, lalo na yung sa defense namin na i-improve pa namin para yung mga scorer nila ma-stop namin. Lalo na yung si Robby. Kasi yun yung isang factor nila, tsaka yung mga shooter nila, kailangan namin ma-stop. Sa akin yung ginagawa ko lang yung binibigay na trabaho sa akin. Kailangan kong dumepensa, kung sino pinapabantay sa akin, kailangan kong depensahan. Na iwas din hindi natin ma-stop talaga yung mga scorer. Kung sa baga, malimit natin, parang ganun, parang bibigay nila sa akin, parang didepensahan ko sila. Yun lang yung role ko. Tsaka matagal ako dito sa San Juan, yung experience ko at itututo ko dun sa mga mas nahuli sa akin. Kaya yun, gagawin ko lang yung role ko dito sa team na to. Siyempre unang-una dun si Billy. Siyempre kailangan talaga kumuha ng offensive rebound, i-score. Yun yung mga competitive na mga kalaban ko.
As usual naman, we play to win, especially adjustment namin sa defense kasi yung pumatay sa amin last time nag-start ng fire si Robby. So we try to contain him. Kung hindi man, mabawasan lang yung touches niya. Okay naman. Yung gano'n lang, may mga minor injuries lang, pero okay naman. Pag maglalaro ka, magkukumpit ka, nandun naman yun yung competitive spirit, natural sa player yun kumbaga, we try to win each and every game, so dun lumalabas yung gigil namin, lalo na yung may rivalry nga yung San Juan and Davao. Siyempre, ginawa nilang captain, I try to lead I try to be the model kung ano yung pwedeng makita nila sa akin pwede nilang makuha. Sa court naman, dadala ng bola, didepensa, and sa dulo, hopefully, ma-lead din namin yung team sa victory.
40-31 at the end of the first half. Malapit na po tayo sa ating third quarter. The San Juan Knights go for gold, enjoying their largest lead of the game in this knockout semifinals matchup for the right to face AICC Manila in the finals. Noel Zarate pa rin po kasama si Javi Palanya, and here are some of our halftime highlights.
Adrian Nocum, the youngster from Mapua, able to hit key baskets in that first half, able to outsmart these veterans ng Davao Occidental Tigers. But at the forefront of the Davao Tigers stack, Robby Celiz as usual, and Orlan Wamar is smoking in this first half. 4 out of 4 to begin this half. And Bonbon Custodio was able to hit 6 of his own there. But Orlan Wamar was just really too much for them in this first half.
Well, of course, alam naman natin na first half pa lang yan. Anything can happen in the second half. But Orlan Wamar, you spoke about this kid. He has not missed from the field. As we take a look at some of our halftime stats brought to us by TM Easy Surf 99.
And we look at the stats here, 45% from the field for San Juan, doing a better job shooting the ball. 2 out of 14 lamang from three-point country. Itong Davao Occidental Tigers, they are attempting much more threes, but they are not a good outside shooting team. Itong San Juan Knights naman, 5 out of 8 na mula sa labas. Second chance points lorded it over by San Juan Knights. Points off turnovers, ganun din. 8 points off 8 turnovers na para dito sa San Juan Knights.
And of course, let's take a look at our leading scorers ngayon. Orlan Wamar came off the bench. He's got 12 already today. Pero yun na nga, the key stat here for Orlan Wamar is everything has been going in for him.
That's right. 4 out of 4, 2 out of 2 from three-point country, and 2 out of 2 from the field, from inside the arc. Itong si Orlan Wamar. But Ato Ular backstopping him quite good enough. 10 points already for the Letran Knight in this first half. Paolo Hernandez and Adrian Nocum with 5 apiece to round up the pack for the Knights. Para naman sa Davao Occidental Tigers, 6 apiece for Bonbon Custodio, Robby Celiz, and Gab Dagangon. Ray Robles rounding up the pack with 4.
And of course, our leading scores brought to us by Grab Food. Bago magsimula itong ating third quarter, patiin ko nga itong isang nagpapabati dito. Shout out to Filbasket Superfans, Hatsumi, Hana, Amelia, Nadia, and Robin, rooting for the team of sportscasters. Aba, galing po yan kay Eman Cabiles, of course. Third quarter brought to us by Wilson, the official basketball of the Filbasket Subic Championship. John Wilson has had a quiet game so far, right? That's John Wilson.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think he's scored yet in this ball game.
Well, he missed his first attempt here in the third against San Juan. So far, so good for them as Gamboa finds a way to get inside but missed the layup.
Wilson is 0 out of 5 in this match.
Here's Ray Robles ngayon. Post up, Robby Celiz. On the fake, hindi kumakagat. Ito si Abando. They get it out to Joseph Terzo. Hit a 3 earlier. Here's Ray Robles on the follow-up.
Ray Robles again crashing the offensive boards, but that time able to stick it back in.
Got the speed of Alvin Abundo. Got to the front court with like 22 seconds still on the shot clock or something like that. Here's Nocum. One-on-one. Nice move by Adrian Nocum. But he lost the ball.
Everything but the finish there for Adrian Nocum.
Celiz, derecho.
And the Tigers able to capitalize on that error by the San Juan Knights. Nocum was able to free himself from the defense of John Wilson with that emphatic crossover, but the help defense of the Tigers able to recover right there, kaya na-force yung turnover.
They get it over to Gamboa from the corner. He will miss the 3. Davao has scored 4 points already here in the third to 0 para sa San Juan, and the lead is down to 5. Terzo getting the start here in the third. Robles again on the post-up against the youngster, Rhenz Abando. Alan Santos from 15. That is good. And with barely 2 minutes gone by in the third quarter, Randy Alcantara has to push the timeout button. 6 unanswered for the Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life. It is 40-37, and this timeout is brought to us by Astig Roasters.
When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, it can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle.
Alan Santos, John Wilson, and the rest of the Davao Occidental Tigers have opened up a 6-0 start here in the third quarter to cut the lead of San Juan down to just 3, 40-37. Noel Zarate pa rin po kasama si Javi Palanya during the timeout. Sumisigaw si Joseph Terzo, trying to egg himself on. He obviously feeling pain from that groin injury.
But leaving it all on the floor right now. Again, knockout semis na nga to. Do or die, win or go home. Whoever will win this game will face AICC in the championship round.
Alan Santos called for his third. That's his first defensive foul, actually. Napagirian pa dun kay Rhenz Abando. Something you like about Rhenz Abando, he's not backing down from these veterans, huh?
Oh yeah, I mean, he's faced a lot of veterans already in his very young career.
Speaking of veterans, that's the biggest one of them all right there. Jerwin Gaco back in. Less than 8 minutes to go dito sa ating third quarter. Paolo Hernandez hit a 3 earlier. Still can't find another one now. A chance once again for Davao to come even closer. Robles on the drop-off to Gaco, and he is erased by Larry Rodriguez. Ooh. Vicious block. Sabi ni Larry, saan ka pupunta, ha?
That was a good pass by Billy Ray Robles, but just excellent recognition there by Larry Rodriguez.
Nagmistulang Jaja Santiago, si Larry Rodriguez that time. Wilson with his first basket of the game. And it is down to a 1-point lead. And it's a delay of game warning here on Joseph Terzo. You cannot step in the same area out of bounds as the inbounder. Kita natin dito. Series of screens. Sila lang may alam kung saan pupunta yung bola.
Right there, catching Larry Rodriguez off guard there.
And we thank our friends from Coco Life, our official partner here in the Filbasket Subic Championship. Rodriguez against Gaco. Abundo for 3. Still no answer from San Juan. A chance now to take the lead. Wilson lost to Wilson.
Okay yun, ha? Okay yun, okay yun.
Si Tigboy nakangiti ulit.
Okay yun.
Benta pa rin kay Tigboy hanggang ngayon.
Sige.
Wilson lost to Wilson. Yeah.
Sige. Give credit where credit is due.
Yeah. That is true. Of course, Wilson is our official basketball dito po sa Filbasket Subic Championship. And this is a ball that you're gonna fall in love with when you start playing with it, right?
Such a nice ball to play with.
Yeah. Orlan Wamar. Ask him. He's not missed yet today. 4-4. First miss. Hanggang sa field goals.
Right when you said it,
Hanggang sa field goals pala. As Robby Celiz now gives the lead to Davao. 10-0 run to begin the third for the Tigers. Wamar directing traffic. Now to Clarito. Hernandez. He should not stop shooting. Rebound Rodriguez, and now it's time to manufacture free throws for the veteran.
That was a foul waiting to be called right there. A lot of Tigers kinukumpulan. Itong si Larry Rodriguez inside the paint as we see this nice transition finish by Robby Celiz off that leave-off by Billy Ray Robles.
So 10 unanswered points for Davao. An opportunity now for Larry Rodriguez to answer. So again, no lead is safe against Davao.
And no better team to recognize that than San Juan.
Of course. You have to ask also AICC Manila. They had a lead the whole game in the elimination round matchup, which was on opening day, as we thank our friends from Wilson, the official basketball of the Filbasket Subic Championship. And then, of course, humataw na ng dulo Davao. They even went on to take the lead, a 6-point lead, before Jonathan Oiloan hit 2 3-pointers to send the game into overtime. And eventually Davao won that one. Here's Celiz. Knights back up by 1. Wilson. Battle for the rebound. Kanina pa itong Robles na to. Terzo left open for 3. Gaco has it poked away. Bodies on the floor once again. Terzo, this time it's good. The air guitar has come out now for Joseph Terzo.
Nakareserba talaga yan for second half eh.
And Joseph Terzo playing with a groin injury, and you know, alam mo gaano kahapdi yun, di ba?
Look at this, Ray Robles already with 10 rebounds to lead the whole Tigers team.
Good heads-up play, however, here. Galing kay Paolo Hernandez, he got Joseph Terzo off balance. And Hernandez gets to the free throw line. So we will see the air guitar in action here, coming from, parang acoustic guitar lang yung dala niya eh. Hindi pa sumasayaw masyado eh. Tinotono pa yung gitara.
Opening pa lang daw eh.
First set pa lang yan. Uy, tama-tama, may music, may live music tayo ngayon sa Travelers Hotel. Tuwing Biyernes yon.
Friday pa lang ngayon. Di ko na alam yung mga araw eh.
Well, it is Knockout Friday dito. Split para kay Hernandez. Nice fake by Wilson. Moves in closer off the glass.
Wise move there by John Wilson, recognizing that he has been struggling from the field this whole game, moving in closer to hit that back shot from the right wing.
Wamar, they keep feeding Fernandez right now. They want to get him going. Cut by Clarito, bothered again by Robles, and a foul called. That's going to be on Larry Rodriguez, who hits himself with the ball.
Only just his second of the ball game.
Yeah. Would have been a good find, but again, double boo-boo na yun para kay Larry Rodriguez. Mistimed the pass and commits the foul. Malapit na po tayo sa halfway mark nitong ating third quarter. The Tigers are now on top. Kung lumabas po kayo during the halftime break at ngayon lang po kayo bumalik, you missed a lot already. After being ahead by 9 at the half, San Juan is now down by 3 here in the third. Wilson draws another foul. And I'm telling you, we should keep track of how many fouls John Wilson has drawn today.
That might be like the 5th of this
game.
Yeah,
parang ganon. Problem is, no free throws yet para sa kupunan ng Davao. It's only the second team foul here for San Juan. At nakalimutan na naman ni Tikboy. Sabihin, sa lahat ng mga fans natin na gustong humula ng ating best player of the game, at maaari po kayo manalo ng 500 grab points by using the hashtag GrabKitchen500. Iwan nyo lang sa comment section nyo as there's an alley-oop play papunta kay Keith Agovida.
Heads up play there by Bonbon Custodio to find Keith Agovida on the opposite side of the baseline.
So again, hashtag GrabKitchen500, your chance to win 500 grab points. And you have until the end of this third quarter to guess who our player of the game is going to be. And that is thrown away by Orlan Wamar, intended for Larry Rodriguez.
Mukhang to whom it may concern lang if Orlan Wamar din. No, so far, nobody picking up the pass, but like right there, excellent find there by Bonbon Custodio to Keith Agovida.
Two players who played for San Miguel on different occasions in the PBA, hooking up with each other there. Agovida tries to go up and under, somehow got it off. Battle for the rebound, Clarito secures, and here comes Abundo leading a 3-on-2. Going to the side, Wamar lines up a 3. That is good!
And after missing that layup, he now gets back on the board with another 3 in this game. Orlan Wamar 15 points in this ball game.
3 3-pointers in the game for the former CEU Scorpion. Jerwin Gaco. Bonbon once again gets tied up. And the possession arrow goes to San Juan. We're going to have our first look now at Christian Bunyag, who's going to see his first action of the game. Gab Dagangon, papasok na rin. Alvin Alday also in. John Wilson, despite the fact he's only got 4 points, has been involved in practically the entire rally.
Yep, that's right. Even though he's not been hitting his shots on offense, his defense has been key here in slowing the offensive figures nitong San Juan Knights.
Salamat sa Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority and the Central Luzon Regional Task Force for all your help here in our Filbasket bubble. Step back 3, Alvin Abundo.
That's his second 3-pointer of the ball game, and that was good defense by Bonbon Custodio, but Alvin Abundo just very confident and stroking it from the outside.
And just like that, San Juan is back on top, 49-48. Gaco on the drive, and he was bothered by the defense of Bunyag.
Medyo may ilang factor na yung drive ni Gaco right there because he was already blocked by Rodriguez previously.
Wamar has to slow things down. Here's Clarito getting it inside to Bunya again. He will score.
Jerwin Gaco late to go down the court after missing that layup on the other end. Christian Bunya finding himself wide open.
And 3 of the remaining original San Juan Knights conniving for that last basket. Wamar to Clarito to Bunyag. We have a timeout called, and this timeout brought to us by Astig Roasters. Two minutes and 47 remaining dito sa ating third quarter. Let's take a look at the move of the game brought to us by TikTok, and it was a dance move by Alvin Abundo that led to that open 3 at the top of the key. And during this last timeout, we noticed Joseph Terzo was brought to the locker room already. It looks like that hamstring has, or maybe that groin injury has flared up again.
Oh, he tried to run it off a bit, pero dinala na nga siya dun sa locker room, and I think that's gonna be it for Joseph Terzo in this game.
Well, let's see if he can make a comeback. Mala Willis Reed.
Mala Paul Pierce rin.
Mala Paul Pierce. Sorry nabuking tuloy yung edad ko, Willis Reed. Here is, di ko naabutan yun Here is Alday. And Agovida gets the rebound, and he tries to clear some breathing space. He had 3 red shirts around him.
San Juan hasn't been able to collar those defensive rebounds as good as they were this entire tournament.
So itong San Juan now on top by 3. Davao was leading by 3 also. Or leading by 5 actually earlier. Alday, labas, Tagangon, catch and shoot. Top of the key, 3.
Instant offense here for Gab Dagangon. That's his first basket since the first half.
And his second 3-pointer of the game. As we are now tied at 51. And approaching the 2-minute mark nitong ating third quarter. Abundo against Custodio. Wamar on the catch and shoot. And si Kita Govida is going to be called for the foul.
Well, he was in the landing spot of Orlan Wamar. Let's see that again. You know.
Oh, but I don't see how you can say you did not foul him.
He crashed into the landing spot that Orlan Wamar had in his cylinder. That's something that you cannot cross if you're the defensive player.
And Wamar didn't even try to extend his legs, and he still got entangled there. So Wamar making good on the first. At least he's still perfect at the line, and I will stop talking again.
Bonbon Custodio trying to plead their case to the referees at Commissioner Jai Reyes, but it was very obvious that was an easy call for our officials.
Unjinxable. Ito si Orlan Wamar. San Juan has reclaimed the lead, 53-51. 2 minutes to go dito sa ating third quarter. Alday gets it to Celiz on the double team. Nice pass to Keith Agovida. Sabi ni Paolo Hernandez, sino yung tao doon? Sabi ng takampi niya, ikaw. Look at this again, Was that supposed to be Calma's territory? I mean, Hernandez might have had a point here.
Yeah, but JM Calma was late in recognizing that there was no man in the middle for the San Juan Knights. That was a case of miscommunication.
Keith Agovida, former San Miguel player in the PBA, also played for Blackwater and college ball naman sa Arellano University. Two for two. 53 all. A minute and 51 to go dito sa ating third quarter. Orlan Wamar, here comes that Davao press once again. Abundo away from play. Dagangon and Wamar collide. Both teams are now in the penalty. So not the guy you want to send to the free throw line. Look at that. He tried to fight the pick. Hirap umander talaga sa pick si Orlan
actually
Wamar,
successful naman siya to fight that pick, but there was that slight shove on that left arm. If hindi niya ginalaw yun, taka siya dun eh.
Yeah. Hirap talaga umander sa pick ng guys who can shoot this well. Look at that, 18 already in the game. 19 points. Remember, he scored 31 in the double overtime loss.
Hasn't missed from the line as well, 6 out of 6.
Balik ang abante sa San Juan. Custodio finding Celiz on the right side. Robby tries to drive, and that is lost by Agovida. And there's Commissioner Jai Reyes on your screen. Sinasabi niya coming into this game na ito yung game na talagang tutuunan niya ng pansin.
Kaya nga sinuot niya na yung jacket niya.
Shooting kanina sa halftime. May kamay pa rin. Another one on Agovida.
No doubt, Jai can still play.
Oh, yeah. Ay, naglaro kayo kagabi, di ba?
The other night.
The other night. Joseph Terzo is back now on the bench. All right, he was brought to the locker room. I don't know how you try to fix a groin pull at this stage of the game, but Orlan Wamar is still down naman para dito sa panig ng San Juan as we see this play once again. Oh, they're gonna see if it was an unsportsmanlike foul. No, it's just a regular foul on Kita Agovida. Still 2 free throws coming up for Orlan Wamar.
Well, one thing's for sure, this guy's gonna get an ice bath after this game.
Di pa ako nakapunta sa hotel nila. Ikaw nakapunta ka na sa hotel nila. Meron din ba silang malaking
meron sila.
ice bath area doon?
Meron.
Orlan Wamar back at the free throw line ngayon. Remember, they're playing without Jun Manso, who's actually on the bench. We can probably take a shot of Jun Manso. He's wearing the light blue pants over there. Nakikita natin right behind Bunyag. Thought he had left the bubble. He's here to support his team. Wamar now at 20 points, a game high score. 21 now.
Familiar scenario from the last game. Orlan Wamar starting to percolate here for San Juan.
Yeah, the only thing that's not included is the free throw shooting of Robby Celiz. He has not really shot any free throws yet today as Marco Balagtas knocks it down to cut the lead down to 1.
Actually, talking about the free throws, Davao has only attempted 5 in this game compared to the 12 already ng San Juan.
And most of those by Orlan Wamar. Lead of the Knights down to just 1. Clarito is still looking for his offense. Bunyag able to manufacture free throws.
What a bailout that was for Davao. He was going nowhere, Christian Bunyag was. But one Davao Occidental Tiger caught him on that body.
Balagtas was called for the foul.
Wala na siyang pupuntahan dun eh. There were so much white shirts in the vicinity of that move.
Improper bench decorum na naman dito. This time on Davao. As itong si, ayan na, Jun Manzo on your screens right there with the orange mask on. He was apparently at the hotel during the last game, so could not even walk.
That's how bad it is.
That's how bad it is. Now he's able to walk ng konti pero mahapdi pa rin yan. That's a hamstring injury that he has lost for the rest of the tournament.
Masakit talaga yan.
Yeah.
One of the most painful injuries that you could have.
Isipin mo na lang, oh, there's gonna be a whistle here. A technical foul, maybe. Let's see if who they call this on. Disconcerting the free throw shooter. So, Bunyag, yung disconcerting galing sa bench ng Davao yata eh.
No, I think it was Gab Dagangon.
Yeah, Gab Dagangon. Banks in the first free throw.
Sinigurado na.
Oo. Alam mo, I think, I don't know if I told you this already before, but there is a school in Korea that actually teaches you to aim for the square.
Even from straight away?
Yeah, straight away. Lobo mo, basta it hits the inside of the square, you will not miss the free throw. Subukan mo nga yan, Javi.
Interesting take.
There's a school in Korea that actually teaches that.
By any chance, si Mark Telan ba yung teacher dyan? Ate, pero sa side si Mark Telan eh.
Oo, yun. Ibang klase rin yun. Here is Celiz. Tanda natin, Celiz in their first meeting was also quiet through 3 quarters, ha?
That's now 12 points in the ball game for Robby Celiz.
59-58. Final shot could belong to the Knights. Wamar puts it on the floor. Gets it out. Hernandez for three. Good! And the third quarter comes to an end with San Juan getting the lead by 4. They were up by 9 at the half. Lost the lead by 5 here in the third. But their outside shooting, led of course by itong si Orlan Wamar, pati na rin itong si Paolo Hernandez, has kept them in the game. John Wilson finally getting some field goals to go his way in the third quarter as Davao opened up with a 10-0 run to begin the third quarter and erase the 9-point lead. But San Juan came back, claimed the lead again because of the outside shooting. Itong si Orlan Wamar able to get it done. Of course, Paolo Hernandez had the last say in that third quarter. Final 10 minutes in someone's season, in someone's tournament dito. One team is going home while the other team will go on to face AICC Manila in the finals. Who will it be? So far, San Juan is up by 4, 62-58 kontra dito sa Davao Tigers. Noel Zarate pa rin po kasama si Javi Palanya. Knockout Friday, and this fourth quarter is brought to us by Coco Life.
The glaring stat in that third quarter was the free throws for the San Juan Knights, and as we look at our quarter scoring right there, Davao able to outscore San Juan in that third quarter, but San Juan still with the lead here, 62-58.
Although San Juan is not known to give up 27 points in one quarter. Nice move coming from Adrian Nocum.
Nocum continues his trickery of the defense in this game.
6-point lead for San Juan. Custodio thinking 3, Celiz hands it over to Dagangon, who's hit 2 of them already today. Balagtas has 1 of them. Celiz in the post, 5 seconds to shoot. Robby on the turnaround, yes!
That's a tough shot, coming off a double team.
And he cuts the lead down to 4. Just over a minute gone by dito sa ating fourth and final quarter. Abundo, lots of traffic in the paint. They're looking for Rodriguez. Larry tries to inch closer. Hands it over now to Nocum. Draws the foul and the basket. It's number 13. It's number 13. Bonbon Custodio is the one who's called for the foul.
That's another great timing on the cut by Adrian Nocum. As Larry Rodriguez was bulldozing his way inside the lane, Nocum made the cut and Rodriguez the handoff for that amazing finish there. And one play again for Adrian Nocum, 9 points in this game.
So Custodio is called for the foul as Marco Balagtas was nowhere in that area. Well, Keith Agovida's getting a lot of burn here today. And he's coming in. Tandaan natin, Keith Agovida had a couple of DNPs in this tournament.
Yeah, actually, Chris Lalata played more minutes than him throughout this entire tournament.
Yeah. So 3-point play opportunity now for Adrian Nocum. Free throw brought to us by Wilson, the official basketball of the Filbasket Subic Championship.
And that puts Adrian Nocum into double figures with 10.
And the lead up to 7 for the Knights. Celiz is now doing the point forward chores. Robby drops it inside. Agovida met by 2, but he still stays with it, and he scores.
Amazing effort there by Agovida, not giving up on the play. Despite being blocked by 2 red shirts there, San Juan not able to get the ball back.
Here's Abundo. Hernandez is turning into a post player. Up and under move. Paolo Hernandez with the magic trick.
So many revelations for the San Juan team in this tournament.
And that makes, if you guys are watching, NCAA fans, all the NCAA coaches are probably thinking, Mapua is going to be a really tough team to beat this year. Huh?
And this this exemplary play from the two Mapua Cardinals has kept Rhenz Abando on the bench.
Right. Robby Celiz now starting to carry his team. This is a replay of the first time they met. Celiz also coming to life in the fourth quarter when they went into double overtime. Let's see if that's going to happen here again. Thank you to Coco Life, our official partner here in the Filbasket Subic Championship. Hernandez on the miss. Terzo is back in. They must have taped that hamstring once again. Celiz. Tapikan ng bola. Makuha naman dito si Alvin Abundo leading another 3-on-2. Abundo keeps it himself going all the way. And nobody stopping the ball for the Tigers. And an interception now by Hernandez. Oh, he could have shot it right there.
These guys have to keep their composure. Kung sino pa ang mga mas bata, they're the ones displaying the amazing calmness here in this game.
Celiz. Foul given up by Rodriguez. But Celiz is going to get to the free throw line.
But that's right, Coach Matt Macalintal is telling them, move on to the next play, bawi na lang.
Yeah.
There's no way for you to recover from that anymore. Just look forward to the next play.
And there's still a lot of time here. 6 minutes and 54 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if you guys watched this the elimination game.
Oh wow, watch it again.
Watch it again.
Oh, available pa yan.
Oh, you might be watching it again, but sana di ako magdilang Angel.
Wag naman. May the best team win, pero not that way. Who knows, di ba? The way these two teams know each other very well. And again, this is a rebuild mode already. For a team that's rebuilding, for two teams that are rebuilding, Davao finishes number 2, San Juan finishes number 3. Where do you attribute that now to? The coaching of Randy Alcantara and the coaching of Matt Macalintal.
Definitely, definitely. Because it's the job of the coach to be able to keep his, to let his team gel and develop that chemistry. Kasi di lang naman players ang magagawa nun eh.
Yeah.
It has to come from the coach, the captain of the ship.
And the system also employed, and that changes game to game. Nocum, 9 to shoot. Finds Abundo. Abundo fires. Agovida for the rebound. The lead is 5 for San Juan, and here comes Davao. And that is a straight layup now, galing kay Billy Ray Robles.
That's the first transition play in a long time for the Davao Occidental Tigers. The Ilonggo Superman performing to his best. 8 points now and 13 rebounds.
Amazing. And a steal by Wilson. Terzo pushing it up now. Papunta kay Robles. Against 3 red shirts. Gets it back to Joseph Terzo, who hits another 3. And this time he brought out the Stratocaster.
7-0 run.
71 all. This looks familiar. Nocum drives, hang time, yes!
Wow. That is just mind-blowing. The way that he attacked that interior. Nagkape pa.
Nag-selfie pa ka mo. Lead goes back to San Juan. They got 3 subs waiting in the wing. Here is Robles. Shot clock at 5. Robles again! This is what it's all about for these two teams.
They are both leaving it on the floor here.
There is no tomorrow. Well, there is actually, but not for these. One of these two teams go home tomorrow or go to the beach. Who knows? We're in Subic. Less than 5 minutes remaining. Celiz passed it to someone who was no longer there.
Miscommunication there.
Nagsigawan pa silang dalawa dito ni Wilson. Oh, they better get it under grips. I mean, Wilson and Celiz are the leaders of this team.
It's not a good time for them to fight.
Yeah.
It's a tie game.
Clarito back in. Bunyag is fouled. Second team foul pa lamang yan itong Davao.
Foul number 25, Ray Robles, his first personal, 2 on the Tigers.
Robby Celiz is going to be subbed out of the game. Magpapalamig muna siya ng ulo. I think this is the right thing for him to do. But he was really shouting at the top of his lungs to John Wilson.
He was trying to pass off to John Wilson in that left corner, but John was already going to the deep end of that corner.
Clarito, a non-factor today. Never thought I'd say that about John Clarito. Still continues to be a non-factor.
Keith Abgovida skying high for that rebound.
And this is what you get the veterans for. Yung mga gantong sitwasyon talaga that you need the rebounds, you need a little bit of hustle here and there. That's a clean pick para dito kay Alan Santos. Left open from 20, but he will miss. Robles gets it. Wilson for 3. Battle for the rebound. Bunyag secures. And here comes Orlan Wamar. Holds up for 3. Orlan Wamar for 3. San Juan gets the lead again here, Javi.
The guards of Davao Occidental not going back there on defense. Sure, there was someone there from the Tigers squad who was there on transition to meet the Knights, but Orlan Wamar, recognizing there was no one at top, hoisting it up from the outside.
Terzo, another 3. And that one rolls in. Joseph Terzo is limping, and he is leaving it all on the floor. His 4th three-pointer of the game.
Talagang puso na lang namamayagpag dito sa ating manlalaro.
Clarito did not want to shoot, although he could. Approaching 3 minutes remaining. Clarito now for 3. And the rebound picked up by Wilson. 1-on-4, finally finds a teammate in Robles. And Terzo says, let's slow it down. 3 minutes remaining in regulation. 76 all. Wilson, long 2, good!
What a great find there by Billy Ray Robles rather, who's also just really tired already at this point.
Joseph Terzo can hardly walk right now because of that groin injury. And John Wilson with a big basket to give Davao a 2-point lead, 78-76. Timeout for the Knights. Timeout brought to us by Astig Roasters.
When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle.
Terzo. 78-76, Joseph Terzo, the veteran, is doing his best despite the groin injury. He's got 12 points in the game. They have a 2-point lead, and Paolo Hernandez is snatched. They gotta look at this because it looked like Billy Ray Robles might have intentionally held him down, and that is grounds for an unsportsmanlike. See this one more time.
That might be an unsportsmanlike foul. He wasn't going for the ball there. All his intention there, mukhang talagang to stop na lang Paolo Hernandez. But okay.
He gets away with it though. Commissioner Giant Reyes approves of this one. So it's just gonna be a foul, a duty foul. Kontra dito kay Billy Ray Robles. And it's not a shooting foul either.
Davao with 13 fouls now. San Juan with just 1. 2 minutes and 33 to go in this game.
Long inbounds pass goes to Wamar. Celiz back in. Larry goes cross court. Hernandez on the catch and shoot. Good!
These kids just won't go away.
It is the youngsters coming out to play now for the Knights. Paolo Hernandez has given San Juan a 1-point lead and a foul on Hernandez. It's only the second for the San Juan Knights go for gold. Look at how quick this release was.
Yep, John Wilson was able to get to him, but that release, quick as a feather right there.
Here's Terzo. Finding Agovida. Last 2 minutes na po tayo. Hatid sa atin ng TM Easy Serve 99. Good block there from Larry Rodriguez. And a duty foul given up by Joseph Terzo. He cannot pursue anybody with that injury right now. Look at him. He's just so in pain right now.
That's just great defense by the veteran Larry Rodriguez. Keith Agovida had nowhere to go there.
So neither team in the penalty, although that is the 4th team foul para sa Davao. They are now in the penalty.
Yan na naman, kinikilabutan na naman ako.
Don't do that. May putal, may putal. Don't, relax, relax. Eto ngayon si Wamar. They want it in the hands of their court general. 9 to shoot. Wamar draws Agovida, and Orlan Wamar gets the layup.
He attacked the switch right there. Agovida switched onto him after that pick and roll.
81-78 San Juan. Robles drives, partially deflected, follow-up good for Robby Celiz.
The Tigers need one more stop here.
A minute and 15 remaining in regulation. Larry Rodriguez against Robby Celiz. Larry Rodriguez, one-hander is gonna drop. And with 1:02 remaining here in the 4th quarter, we have a timeout called by Matt Macalintal. 83, San Juan Knights go for gold. 80, Davao Occidental Tigers, Coco Life. The veterans are now starting to show their fangs for the Knights. This timeout brought to us by Stig Roasters. One team is going to walk out of here with a date against the AICC Manila in the finals, while the other team is just going to walk out of here. It has come down to this, according to our one of my idols, Marv Albert. 83-80. San Juan Knights go for gold. Up by 3. Joseph Terzo's hit 4 3-pointers today. Agovida will not shoot a 3. He'll go in closer and score!
Passed up on the 3, decided to drive inside, go through the teeth of the defense, and finishing on the left side.
The veterans for Davao have really come to play here today.
There's a mismatch on the post.
They get it now to Wamar. 9 on the shot clock. Abundo. Rodriguez against Agovida. Larry drives, partially deflected, gets it back, and he will get to the free throw line. Foul on Billy Ray Robles. And Larry Rodriguez has played a majority of this second half. You don't expect that from your veteran, but he has been required to play all these minutes.
And he has not had a lot of points in this game, but the timing of his baskets have been very crucial. See that right there? He missed the initial basket, but was able to get his own offensive rebound. The Davao Occidental Tigers not failing to get that defensive rebound and to secure that possession. 2 crucial free throws right now para dito kay Larry Rodriguez.
Now, if you're Matt Macalintal, do you call a timeout here or do you run the length of the floor and try to go for some early offense?
Well, because you have just one timeout, I'd suggest that you already go the length of the floor first and then play the foul game. And then when you get the ball back again, call the timeout.
Rodriguez makes his first. 28.9 remaining. Rodriguez makes his second. But Matt Macalintal will use his last timeout. Tandaan natin that he lost the timeout battle when they went up against Burlington EOG during the elimination round. So with 28.9 seconds, now the question remains, if you're Matt Macalintal, do you inbound in the front court or do you inbound in the backcourt? Of course, this timeout brought to us by Astig Roaster. So do you inbound in the backcourt where you can use the full 24 seconds and leave very little for San Juan to work with, or do you inbound in the front court with 14 seconds?
Well, it depends what play they want to draw up here. If they want to go for the three, it's going to be better for them to inbound in the front court. But if they just want to go for the quickest basket, pwede silang mag-inbound from the backcourt.
So there's Matt Macalintal, as you mentioned, Javi, first-time head coach replacing Don Dulay as the head coach. They have all come from the same system. They run practically the same plays. But now it is time for John Wilson. Can he get revenge against his former team again? Or will the Knights finally exorcise John Wilson from their vocabulary?
Well, remains to be seen here. It's going to be interesting to see kung kanino binigay ni Coach Matt Macalintal itong offensive possession.
All right, they're going to inbound in the front court. They are down by 3. So they can still go for 2 here.
That's right. The best available basket is what Davao needs right here. San Juan still has fouls to give. They have 2 more fouls to give.
Almost a travel there. Here's Agovida. Oh! Keith Agovida gets the basket plus the foul.
Sheesh.
Larry Rodriguez did everything right on defense except lower his hand at the last moment, and Keith Agovida, he is that kind of a scorer.
Keith Agovida now at 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Terzo has been lifted from the game because they'll be on defense. Aldwin Alday is checked in. Still 19.3 remaining. Keith Agovida at the free throw line to try and tie this up.
Crucial free throw right here.
It's a miss. And crashing the board, Wilson. Natabig, papunta kay Agovida. And he is blocked by Rodriguez. Loose ball. It's still loose. Finally, Celiz secures. Shot clock at 7 now. Wilson for 3. That is a miss. Alday cannot save it. They will look at this. 4.4 seconds to go. Wilson is angry at himself for missing that shot.
They didn't need a three-pointer there, but John Wilson deciding to go for that outside shot. He was open.
Oh, konti na lang. Hindi pa rin naabutan dito nitong si Alvin Abundo. And that's dangerous right there where Alvin Alday landed. But it looks like Alday did touch the ball last. They're still reviewing it. Davao's actually already on defense now. And San Juan still has 1 more timeout remaining. You can see the prayers now for Jonard Clarito.
The Tigers had a lot of opportunities there, but failing to capitalize. They were down by just 1 point, and all they needed was 1 basket. They didn't need a 3-point shot.
It is ball possession to San Juan. And Randy Alcantara is now going to use his final timeout with 4.4 seconds remaining. San Juan Knights go for gold, 85. Davao Occidental Tigers, Coco Life, 84. And again, if you're Davao, you're going to want to foul as quickly as you can if you cannot go for the steal. Timeout brought to us by Astig Roasters.
That's right. Go for the foul right away at the quickest possible time. Pagkahawak pa lang ng bola, foul na right away. Because you don't want a lot of time eked out of the game clock right now.
You want to go for the steal initially, of course. It all depends on what kind of formation ang gagawin dito ng San Juan and who's going to be the inbounder.
So it will go down to, if you have the steal available, will you go for the gamble? or will you go the safe route and just try to foul itong San Juan Knights?
Well, there have been a lot of crazy finishes here in the Filbasket Subic Championship. You have to go back to the first meeting of AICC Manila kontra rin sa Davao Occidental Tigers, where Davao was leading by 6 with 20 seconds remaining. And that game went into overtime after itong si Jonathan Uiluan hit a 3, then they got the steal and he had another 3.
That's right, a lot of possible things still to happen here. The door is not fully shut on the Davao Occidental Tigers. Again, do they want to go for the gamble? Because if they gamble for the steal, there will be a breakdown on defense and bubuka itong depensa ng Davao Occidental, and it will be easier for San Juan to receive the ball.
Alday is not playing the inbounder. Abundo, nobody in front of him.
They want to switch this all.
They get it to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez throws it off the leg of Keith Agovida as he fell out of bounds. 2.6 remaining in the game.
And not quite sure why Keith Agovida didn't foul Rodriguez on that opportunity. That was also a bit of 2 seconds.
Wamar gets it. Oh, no foul is called. And that's it. The San Juan Knights go for gold. Will advance to the finals of the Filbasket Subic Championship. 85-84 as they finally defeat the Davao Occidental Tigers in what is to be one of the classic matches in this tournament.
What a very gallantly fought match by the youngsters, defying the wealth of experience that Davao had on their squad, performing and being the better team in the end game.
You gotta give your hats off talaga sa Davao Occidental Tigers. They're veterans, led by Joseph Terzo, who was playing in pain the entire game. Robby Celiz and John Wilson, they had their run-ins, but they played together as a team towards the end. But in the end, it was the San Juan Knights go for gold, taking the victory and setting up a finals matchup between AICC Manila. 85-84 po ang ating final score. The Knights are through to the finals, and Javi Palanya is going to catch up with our Coco Life best player of the game, none other than Orlan Wamar.
All right, thank you, Noel. We are with our Coco Life best player of the game, Orlan Wamar. Orlan, another classic game between you and the Davao Occidental Tigers. Pero ngayon naman kayo ang pumanalo dito sa game na to. How does it feel na na-avenge yung double overtime loss nyo nung elimination round?
Una sa lahat, nagpapasalamat kay Lord. Sobrang happy ko kasi nakabawi kami at least. Kasi nung nakaraan pa, yung PBL pa, gusto talaga namin bumawi sa kanila. Kaya salamat sa Diyos. Nakabawi.
Ano sabi sa inyo ni Coach Randy, especially in that halftime break going into the second half?
So, pinapasok lang sa amin ni Coach Randy na underdog kami. Naipaglaban kami sa mga veteranong team. Kaya yung tinuro niya sa amin, energy and effort lang. Kaya yung nagpapanalo sa amin.
Okay, ngayon na nasa finals na kayo, anong tingin nyo ang magiging strength ninyo against AICC Manila?
Siguro, energy and effort din. Yun lang. Kasi mga bata.
Alright, thank you Orlan. Baka may mga gusto ka batiyan. Congratulations again.
Binabati ko si Sen, Jingo Estrada, si Engineer Teddy, Boss Jeremy, tsaka yung mga sumusuporta sa San Juan, yung mga magulang ko sa Cebu, yung tatay ko, papa ko, mama ko, lolo, lola, yung girlfriend ko, si Rafaela Dean Rivera, tita, tito nanonood ngayon. Yun lang.
Alright, thank you Orlan. Once again, our Coco Life best player of the game. Let's swing back over to Noel to wrap this game up.
Orlan Wamar, just to put things in perspective, finished with 26 points on 7 of 8 shooting and 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. Para dito kay Orlan Wamar. And the San Juan Knights go for gold are going to the finals. It will be a best of 3 affair. Kalaban pong AICC Manila. Made short work of the Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors earlier. And the San Juan Knights go for gold, defeating the Davao Occidental Tigers 85-84. That moves us into this game 1 of our best of 3 final series for the first ever Filbasket Subic Championship. It will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. November 20. AICC Manila going up against the San Juan Knights. go for gold. Please join us for that matchup when it happens. And on behalf of all the hardworking men and women of the Filbasket Subic Championship, my partner Javi Palanya, our courtside reporter earlier Ken Pangilinan, ito po si Noel Zarate. Paalam from Subic, and see you tomorrow for Game 1 of the finals in the Filbasket Subic Championship, presented by Coco Life.